Good afternoon, welcome to ISTV English News. I'm Surbla Kangabam. In today's top stories we have: negligence of private garbage carrier services creates inconvenience to the public. The news in detail. With the objective to keep Imphal City and its outskirts neat and clean, Imphal Municipal Council has been utilizing many NGOs in contract basis to clean garbage and other waste materials piled up at various places in and around city and many localities too. However, the garbage carrying vehicles used by the NGOs are reportedly not properly covered the back side of the vehicles. Therefore, litters have been released from the vehicles on the roads. Today, around 10 a.m., a vehicle carrying full of garbage without covering its back side has dropped a sack containing waste things near Sagolban Moirang Lerak along the Imphal Jiri Road. It has created nuisance to the public and nearby local residents. Talking to the ISTV News, many passerbys, including students and office goers, expressed their strong condemnation over the negligence of the private garbage carrier service. On the other hand, in the past, though a drive has been conducted by the State Transport Department that all public carriers should be closed all back sides of the vehicles while carrying any items or goods, the drive was stopped and no impact has been found till today. Many sections of the society drew the attention of the authority concerned to look into the matter and do the needful at the earliest. The award ceremony cum Polo News release function organized by Rotary Club of Polo City was held at Classic Grand Chingmairong yesterday. Director of RIMS S. Rita, President of the club Dr. S. Jibon Kumar and Secretary Benjamin Thothang were present as main guests. As part of the function, 4 persons including 2 best journalists were awarded. A sanitation project of Koirenge Bazaar area was kicked off yesterday. MLA of Hengang Assembly constituency N. Biren, Pradhans and many officials took part in the inaugural function. Before we move on, a short commercial break. Stay tuned.
I'm ready. Teloro. Editor ka late. Some say uzik pwede perfectly straight ado kangkar kanda freezy. Relax. Perfectly straight.
Ay na semi ano basan perfectly straight with straight lock technology maramdi. Some kangkraba matong daso align straight oy nalay na bagida mo.
Wow. Uzik so straight oy na. Straight and gorgeous. Sunsilk perfect straight. Lock to you. Rock to you.
A vehicle lifter who was trying to steal a Honda Activa bearing registration number MN01L4845 around 7 p.m. yesterday at Samuro Awanglekai was caught by the locals and handed over to Wangoy police station. The man was identified as Muhammad Sadiq, 19, son of Muhammad Samsuruddin, a resident of Lilong Haurebi, Awanglekai. The state-level Open and Thoubal District Bodybuilder Contest organized by Rural Fitness Academy Gym, Thoubal, under the aegis of Manipur Amateur Bodybuilder Association and Thoubal District Amateur Bodybuilder Association in commemoration of A.K. Kenyar was held at Thoubal Wangmataba yesterday. In the senior category, and China backed overall champion and lifted the title of 3rd Mr. Pari Sajo 2015. In junior, Haubizam John of Super Gym Kurai clinched the title, while in Thoubal Open, Y Jupiter of Royal Fitness Academy backed the title. And moving on to some national international news. 1/5 of Bihar votes today on the first day of a crucial 5-phase assembly election in which the BJP makes a bid to back another big state and Chief Minister Nitish Kumar Grant Alliance attempts to thwart those plans, urging all those voting today in Bihar to vote in large numbers. Till 10 a.m., 20.2% turnout was recorded. Of the 49 seats, Nitish Kumar's Janata Dal United had won 29 in 2010. But it had fought that election in partnership with the BJP, which now leads the rival camp. Mr. Kumar's newly ally is Lalu Prasad Yadav, his number 1 rival in the last election. This time, the JDU is contesting 24 of the 49 seats in the first phase. Lalu's RJD is contesting 17 and third partner Congress is contesting 8. The big worry is whether Lalu Prasad will be able to transfer his vote to the JDU. The BJP is contesting 27 seats in the first phase and Eli Ram Vilas Paswan's LJP is contesting 13. The LJP has high stakes in this place. It holds 4 of these region's 8 Lok Sabha seats. Other BJP allies are contesting the 9 other seats. The BJP coalition is targeting at winning at least 30 of the 49 seats in today's election to get a strong start in what is, as yet, seen as a neck-and-neck contest. The Bihar elections are crucial for the BJP, which needs to build numerical muscle in the Rajya Sabha or the upper house of parliament. The BSP does not have much influence in Bihar, but has fielded 41 candidates. The left front is trying to make inroads, while the CPI has fielded 25 candidates. CPIM has fielded 12. Prime Minister Narendra Modi tweeted early morning asking voters in Bihar to vote in large numbers. I particularly urge my young friends to cast their vote, PM Modi tweeted as polling began in 49 constituencies in the first of 5 phases in the Bihar Assembly elections. He was addressing a significant portion of the electorate. This phase has 5,07,021 young voters in the 18 to 19 age group. About 2.05 crore voters in Bihar are under 30 years of age. Of this, 25.55 lakh are first-time voters, according to the Association for Democratic Reforms and National Election Watch. In the first phase of 135.3 crore voters, a little over 72 lakhs are men and 63 lakh are women. Hours before the launch of former Pakistani Minister Khurshid Mahmud Kasuri's book in Mumbai today, organizer Sudhindra Kulkarni was attacked with black paint by activists of the Shiv Sena. They told me if you don't listen to us, this is what we can do, said Mr. Kulkarni. The former BJP advisor's face was completely blackened and his clothes in the colors of the Indian flag were stained too. The Sena, which co-governs Maharashtra with the BJP, says it will not allow Mr. Kasuri's book launch as any engagement with Pakistan is unacceptable as long as it supports terror. This is not ink but the blood of our Jawans. Intellectuals should consider people's sentiments or such incidents will happen. We have no grudge against Mr. Kasuri, but we are against Pakistan, said Sena spokesperson Sanjay Rawat. Campaigners and a former official overseeing Asia's largest tuberculosis hospital in Mumbai say staff deaths there are being underreported, highlighting India's growth struggle to contain multi-drug resistant forms of the contagious airborne disease. Many of India's toughest TB cases end up in the metal courts of the state-run Sirvi hospital, where on a recent Reuters visit open wards were lined up with emaciated patients, many left alone by families scared by the disease and its stigma. Medical Superintendent Rajendra Nanavare, Sirvi top doctor, says an average of 6 patients a day die at the 1,200-bed hospital. Nanavare says dozen hospital workers had also died from TB in the last 5 years. But others say the real number of staff deaths is higher, although they could not give a precise figure, pointing to a public health crisis at the heart of one of the world's most densely populated cities. A lot of class 4 workers like the sweepers and the cleaners at the hospital leave work after they get the infection, said Prakash Devdas, president of the local workers union. Jammu and Kashmir High Court has ruled that Article 370, granting special status to the state, has assumed place of permanence in the constitution and the feature is beyond amendment, repeal or abrogation. The court also said that Article 35A gives protection to existing laws in force in the state. A division bench of Justices Hasnain Masudi and Janak Raj Kotwal ruled in a 60-page judgment that Article 370, though titled as temporary provision and included in para 21, captioned as Temporary, Transitional and Special Provisions, has assumed place or permanence in the Constitution. The bench said the article is beyond amendment, repeal or abrogation because the Constituent Assembly of the state before its dissolution did not recommend its amendment or repeal. President Vladimir Putin has defended Russia's military operation in Syria, saying the aim is to stabilize the legitimate authority of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Mr. Putin told Russian state TV Moscow also wanted to create conditions for a political compromise in Syria. He denied that Russian airstrikes were hitting moderate opposition groups rather than Islamic State militants. Syrian forces are said to have made significant advances against rebels. Government gains in Idlib, Hama and Latakia provinces were on Sunday reported both by Damascus and opposition activists. The main battlefront is currently close to the key highway that links the capital with other major cities including Aleppo, and Mr. Assad's forces are believed to be seeking to cut off rebels in Idlib. And before we wind up, the top stories once again. Negligence of private garbage carrier services creates inconvenience to the public. Thank you so much for joining with us.